I can't believe this is the last tutorial for my elephant Lovey. Today, I'm going to be sculpting the face, just a little bit. I'll be using my super long weaving needle because I'm going to need to take the yarn tail through long distances, and that bent tip darning needle just can't handle it. Most people use sewing pins to mark the path that their needle's going to take while they're sculpting, or when they're sculpting, but I'm just going to use the eyes as my landmark here. I want the eyes to kind of sink into the face just a little. That's going to bring them a little closer together and toward the trunk. So I need a long yarn tail to get this started. This is the same yarn I used to crochet the elephant, and it's probably about 2 feet long. I didn't really measure though. I'm starting at the back of the head, and I want my needle to come up between the right eye and the trunk. As I pull the yarn tail, I need to make sure to leave a little bit of a tail at the back of the head, just hanging out there. I'm now taking my needle through a single crochet. This is going to catch and begin the sculpting. I'm holding the yarn tail at the back of the head as I pull through this stitch. Now I'm going into the trunk, and I want the needle to exit the other side of the trunk, almost on the same round. Can you see how pulling that yarn tail is sucking in that area into the face a little? I'm going to do the same thing again on this side of the face. I don't know if you can see that, but since there's a hole there in my work, I'm just going to take this needle around it, and hopefully that helps to cover it up. The needle should come out of the other side of the trunk just a little above where we started. I'll continue zigzagging from left to right of the trunk a few more times to complete this sculpting. I'm going to also keep an eye on that yarn tail behind the head. I don't want it to disappear. I'm pulling the yarn tail snug after each stitch and paying close attention to how it's shaping up the face. Fluffing the head also helps to release some of the tension created by the sculpting. I don't want this sculpting to look a little sharp, if that makes any sense. Now that I've gone through a couple of times and I'm near the top of the eye, I think I'm done here. But I see a hole that needs some attention. So I'll try and close that hole up by taking my needle kind of in a circle that catches those single crochets in that area. see how that hole was tightened up? I'm going to complete that circle by taking the yarn tail behind the eye, and then there's another one on the other side of the face that needs to be closed up as well. I'm not sure how well this is really showing up on camera, but this hole was created when I sewed on the eyes, and it really needs to be closed up. There, all better. I thought this guy might look cuter if I sculpted in some cheeks, but that didn't turn out so good. So now that the sculpting is done, and I've also closed up those holes, I want this yarn tail to exit the back of the head where I first entered the head. Then I just need to tie these ends together and weave them into the head. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know this is my way of reducing my yarn scrap pile. This is what the elephant looks like now, and I think little details like this make a really big difference. Let me show you what I mean. Here's a side-by-side view of what the elephant looked like before and after the sculpting. Can you see the difference? Let me know in the comments. This was the last step in creating this elephant Lovey, and that means I'll be working on putting all these instructions to make this little guy into a downloadable PDF. So if you want to know when this pattern is available, sign up for my newsletter. I'll also be sure to update the description of this video with a link when the pattern is finished. That's going to be it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around for more. Thanks for watching.